Okay, let's go into some ranked games with the engineer and see what we can do today. And we get ourselves an elite badge, which means we can go for some big crits if you want to. Well, we're definitely going to be down for it. But first of all, let's go ahead and grab a frying pan. With the banana, let's go ahead and take it. And we could grab ourselves a second battery for a ton of heat. Or we could craft, though, the boiling pot, which has been buffed. Not by enough, though, in my opinion. But maybe I'm just trying this too much. Maybe it is good. Should we try it out? As mad as it is, I'm actually going to craft it up. And we're going to see just how it is. Honestly, I haven't really used it too much. I do think it's probably going to be best on a Reaper, where they do use up a lot more potions than any other classes. However, we'll see how it performs on the engineer. Is it going to be good? Maybe. We are facing an adventurer who is rocking the bag of giving, so hell yeah, we do manage to win out. First win, not bad at all. And we got our boiling pot. So we're going to be looking for potions and food items. So let's start off by grabbing ourselves this little bit of a bow and a shiny shell too. Garlic we'll take, and then we're going to roll once, and we could go for hammer, dagger options. I'm going to take the hammer in the next round, so we could go for Thor's Hammer as well. Kind of down for it, and we're going to take a stone for now as well, and let's get moving on. So with this boiling pot, we should be able to speed up with our battery. Give us regen, give us heat, but it is a long time to get that heat and regen. So can we survive long enough to get it as well? Definitely not. We got smashed by the Reaper. But it is what it is. Now I've been taking unique a lot, and I'm still thinking about taking it. But hammer dagger action with Thornburst, I kind of do want to grab it. I haven't got to use much of the uniques lately. The brand new ones, I should say. But Thornburst with hammers, I mean, I gotta take it, right? And that's another resistor for even more heat. Also, let's take that. Let's grab our hammer. Let's go ahead and not take the beaky bank. We could have saved up a little bit of money, or realized we needed a little bit more money. We're going to sell a little bit of a bow, and we are going to sell it, or buy this. Sell it? What the hell am I talking about? I also want to grab another battery, but are we going to be able to win this next round with a hammer? I'm not sure. We're going to be speeding up, getting more heats. We should be able to get 6 heats within the first 2 seconds, and then this should pop off again in 5 seconds, give us 6 more heat. And then this should eventually proc, giving us even more heat. We are going to be running out of stamina since we didn't put in our banana. But this is going to trigger. We get our regen, we get our heats, we're going super speedy. And our hammer is putting in some work, but our opponent does have shields and some goblins to keep him healthy. We also got a lot of spikes too though, from our Thornburst, which is really awesome. However, can we still win out because these little goblins are going to be healing up like crazy. And it is neck and neck, but our opponent does have more life than us. And we actually won out. The hammer smash right at the end saved us. Let's grab ourselves another battery. I'm going to roll. We're going to grab ourselves more storage and go for another boiling pot. I'm not sure if you really should. I'm going to sell a stone and I'm going to take this. Okay, it's an amethyst steel. We could be in for an insane run with an amethyst steel. Yeah, I kind of wish we kept our stones then, because we could have went for stone golem in this whole build as well. But we'll see. Rocking an extra battery, we should be able to get 12 heat within that first few seconds as well. Which shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to get to 20 heats, and then this is going to explode, give us 26 heat. So it is a nice way to get a little bit more heats, because resistors do stop at 20 heat. We can get turbo heat with some regen, and that hammer is doing some smashing right now. Also, I kept her gold as well. Hell yeah. Just in case we wanted to go for gold armor. I'm thinking very strongly about it. Although we could just go for Thor's Hammer, which I really want to try to make a build around that. But it probably does require the automaton as well. But let's grab our piggy bank. Loot is kind of nuts, actually. We're going to sell our shiny shell. And I'm going to take this storage. I say the flute's nuts because we can get some block with this. I was going to smash open another piggy bank. Now, we could sell these kinds, which I'm kind of down for. If we're going for gold armor, we're only going to go for one set of gold armor. Let's take some blueberries. Let's keep rolling. That's a stone skip pot, which we're going to be taking along with a fanny pack too. But yeah, let's get moving on. We grab a bunch of stone skin pots around our boiling pot. That could be actually really awesome as well. Our opponent also has an amethyst steel, but they have the cog as well. So they can get a little bit of block from that too. And they're speeding up this hunger blade like crazy. But if we keep stunning them, they can't really do too much. Definitely so. Give us time for our boiling pot to pop off, give us a regen, give us even more heat, making our hammer even faster. And we have a lot of luck, so we should have a 20% crit chance. And not bad once again. Definitely not bad. We got our free monies. We can take this. We can also grab a box of riches. We can't grab the potion then, so I'm going to sell our box of riches to go ahead and take it. Let's roll to try and find ourselves one single dagger. Let's roll again, and we found one. But we need to sell this. Go ahead and take it. So should we take this armor for the time being? I mean, I don't really want it though. We're going to venture on once again. At least with our dagger in, every time we do stun opponents with Thornburst, with our hammer, we should be able to deal a little bit more damage. And holy moly, that's a lot of armor. 145 we have to get through. We're going to have an axe scaling up with a spear shredding our armor. Well, we don't really have armor, do we? But it's going to be insane, isn't it? The sheer amount of armor that we do have to get through. And we got through a lot. With 20 HP left, can we really survive? It only takes a few smacks and yeah, we just end up losing out. That was madness though. Now we could take a Kyle. I don't think I really want that either. Gooberts could be getting this as well, but at the same time, do we even want it? Heroic Bots is also fantastic. We're not going to take it. And yet I'm on sale. Might as well grab for now, and as we keep rolling. And never mind, I'm going to sell this to go ahead and take you, and sell this to keep rolling for another dagger. If we're going for THOR'S Hammer, we probably don't need a bunch of coins, so we could just sell it and grab ourselves this dagger for now. I'm kind of down for it. Let's grab our dagger for now as well. Let's grab that dagger. Let's roll again. That's another dagger. Holy moly, that's insane. We probably also want to grab ourselves a set of blueberries as well. But we're speeding up this Biling Pot as much as possible, and we are going to venture on it. We could grab the freaking shield as well, but I'd rather find ourselves our own holy armor. Just like this ranger. They got to seal the deal, so every bit of mana is going to scale up their power. We could be in trouble unless we stun them like crazy, and then get some big crits with our luck to smash them out. But it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. We just need one more smack, and unfortunately they got the big smack. Now I did want to go for THOR'S Hammer once again, so we're going to be taking it. We got ourselves a mana orb, along with a dagger. We're going to be rolling again, and that's our Mecha Tech armor, along with a mana pot. Now should we just get rid of our Biling Pot right now? I mean, it's kind of done its job, and we probably don't really want to go for this as much anymore. Yeah, I'm going to sell it. Now, we're honestly thinking about selling our flute as well, because grabbing ourselves this armor is going to be super, super important. Yep, let's get rid of it. Let's grab it now as well. The only thing is we really can't have in our banana for now, which is a little less than ideal. But we should be able to get a decent bit of power. Also, probably do want to grab this. Now, do you want to craft up our THOR'S Hammer, or do you want to craft up the Mecha Tech armor first? Because the Mecha Tech armor is going to give us a crazy amount of power. Stacking. So yeah, I think we're just going to venture on with this. We're going to craft up our Mecha Tech armor. We're going to get a crazy absurd amount of power stacking. And we're going to get a THOR'S Hammer soon enough. But it's really going to be good enough facing this wooden buckler. It's going to eat up a lot of our stamina. We have crazy heats from our mana crystal hitting our resistors as well. So it is really, really nice. And with a battery, we charge up our mana crystals so we get that mana way faster. And we're going to get a big mana buff bomb now as well. And we are going to craft up Spectral Daggers so we can ignore crazy amounts of armor. That's for sure. And can we win out? Definitely so. If we had another mana orb, we could go for a second big mana buff bomb. This outputs some crazy mana. I'm glad we got our Magic armor, which has been nerfed again and now only cleanses 2 debuffs, but still, it's still a lot of armor. I'm going to take you with our Hell Pot. I'm going to roll once. We could take another battery, which we don't really want. We could take another Fanny Pack, which I definitely want. I'm going to sell a stone to keep rolling. And we could go for a Poison Dagger. So I'm going to craft up our Magic Hammer. We probably do want to switch this over so we can craft up our next Spectral Dagger. We're going to be run through stamina like there's done tomorrow. But let's venture on with this. So our magic crystal is going to hit no mana items, not really. But we should be able to get a bunch of power from our Magic armor, traveling every 1.3 seconds. Every 1.3 seconds, 35 block. We should be able to scale up our power every time, almost every time this activates. However, our opponent is actually surviving, and they do beat us out with the Staff of Healing with the Ranger. It's madness, but it does output a lot of damage. Now, we could increase our stun chance, or we could just take 20% less damage. Should we go for craziness with a THOR'S Hammer, or should we go for just less damage reduction? I mean, let's go for the stun. Another mana orb, hell yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. We could also go for Light Goobert, since this does inflict a little bit of blind. But isn't that overkill if we stack up a lot of block? Probably, right? Blind stacking does sound like a lot of fun for this character though. I'm going to sell the garlic, and I'm going to sell a stone too, and I'm going to take this set of blueberries. Because each bit of mana and runs our magic armor does make it travel a lot faster. But let's get going once again. So we're going to have an increased chance to stun our opponents with our Thor's Hammer. And we just need to find ourselves a moon shield right now, so we can increase the amount of block that this is going to generate. And also just generate more mana for us. But we should have 58% chance to stun. Our opponents is eating up a lot of stamina with the shield once again. However, it's not looking too bad. Definitely not. But that's another stone skin pot, which we're going to be taking. Custom card we could take as well, which I'm not as interested in, and that's our shield. Let's grab more storage. And let's just straight up move on with this sort of setup. Now, I did move this mana away from magic armor, but it should be pretty decent where it is. So we should be able to get a little bit more mana every time this pops off. So we should be able to generate a lot more mana. Our opponent is going to be stacking infinite vampirism, but is that going to matter if you stun him constantly? Definitely not. Definitely not. Especially now that we're going to get our Shield of Valor as well, with more storage too. The only thing is, we do need to craft up this moon shield so we get a bunch of mana back as well. Now, another Subclass, I'm down to take 2. Well, let's venture on once again. Ripsaw Blade on sale for 8 is madness as well. With Thor's Hammer, we can stun our opponents. They're going to have rock katanas, which means they're going to reduce a lot of our scaling damage, which we don't really have scaling damage. We scale up our crits, we scale up our buffs, we get a bunch of power, and it's looking kind of awesome actually. Thor's Hammer does look kind of sick. And we really should grab ourselves a bloody ammo, and we can go for the freaking, whatchamacallit, the stuff Tronator. Do we even want that though? I don't know if we really want it. What we want to find is a freaking acorn collar most of all. Let's grab another fanny pack, let's grab the storage too, let's keep rolling, and literally all you have to do is talk about it and it shows up. Which is kind of awesome actually. I'm not going to complain, that's amazing. And I do want to grab you because I'm going to offer this up. Well, we gotta offer up something. I'm not sure what we're gonna offer up just yet. Now, what are we going to use with our magic armor and our moon shield? Because we could put more of these rounds as well. I mean, get more mana from these too. I mean, ideally it would be more awesome like so. The only thing is, this would be more beneficial down a little bit. And then if this was moved over a small bit behind as well. Because then we can place in our mana generations like so, and that's going to give us a crazy amount of mana. The only thing is, our batteries aren't really touching anymore, which is a little less than ideal. But we can stack up heat much faster in this regards. As for unstable recombobulator, we're just going to let that recombobulate itself. Big shocker, I tend to just usually do that a lot. Since we have build identity, I don't really want to do one big massive gamble and get rid of everything. Even though we really could. But with Amethyst Steel, with our Magic Armor, we should be in a pretty good spot to stun our opponents. For sure, except they are rocking the Pine Protector and shielded. They're going to be moving a lot of empower. We do have 8 empower. And now every time this pops off, it gives 46 block. Which means every time this activates, it's going to be 1 empower. So it's kind of a budget mecha armor. And we just ignore armor altogether with our Spectral Daggers. That's kind of nuts. If we grab ourselves a box of riches, we can stop our opponent from healing as well. We should definitely prioritize that. Our helmets, just like this one. Oh hey, free armor. Let's grab our crits. Now, do we want to go for a bloody amulet? I mean, it gives us a lot of lifesteal. We can also go for Blue Sage's Collar, which is infinite mana generation, but I'm not sure if we really want infinite mana generation. We already have quite a bit of it with our mana crystal. Let's take both of these. Let's sell this armor to keep rolling. And that's exactly what I've been looking for. That is kind of nuts, actually. If we go for this red collar, we actually need to stack up vampirism. Is there an easy way to do that? We'll see. We'll see how much vampirism we're going to get. It might depend on how much mana we generate up. And holy cupcake. Cup Drake, I should say. They're going to be taking our buffs and stacking up their own buffs. However, we don't get a whole lot of vampirism. But we will be able to lifesteal like crazy. We might still want to keep it as a normal acorn collar, if I'm going to be honest. Because that's 55% crits. Maybe don't craft it up just yet. How much DPS do we get with a hammer dagger action? About a 48 DPS. It's actually not crazy at all. Especially with our power stack. Now, there is a way that we can make it more crazy is by adding in more magic tech armors. Give us more block, more power stacking, more mana generation. But in terms of heals, we do have about 6 healing per second, and in terms of block, we do have about 74 block per second. 54 block alone for 1 armor is madness. Still madness, needs to be nerfed again. Kinda crazy how long it's been left. Well, let's grab this, let's go and craft up this helmet, let's roll again. That's another helmet, which I'm probably going to take to try and craft up a second Cap Discomforts, because if we stop our opponent from healing altogether, we should be able to win out easily. So do we take a bit of luck, or do we roll again, or do we sell something? Do we sell this resistor? I mean, it does get to a heat a little bit faster, so maybe, maybe not. I think I'm going to roll once, as mad as it is, and that's a stone skip on. Also, we probably should move our hammer away from the mana crystal. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense to have it this way, because then our magic crystal can pretty much reach it here and then reach it there as well. Now, I'm assuming that counts as reaching 2 different items, so I'm hoping so at least. But how about we take a card? So if we stack up a lot of luck, we can get a bunch of power as well. Let's get moving with this. And we are facing an opponent that is going to be stacking up a lot of buffs. They're going to be ignoring armor altogether, so we could be in trouble. We'll see though. Can we smash them up before they can smash us out? Because we're stacking up our power. Our opponent isn't taking any of our power, and it's looking so much better. That's for sure. Hell yeah, it is. Not bad at all. Let's get our helmet online. Let's grab this helmet, and let's grab another stone skin pot. Let's roll again. We can also just grab this bit of storage, but I'm not going to take it. That is going to be instant mana as well as some vampirism from the beginning too. Also, we could take a vampiric bat for lifesteal. So if we did craft up that red color, we could get a bunch of lifesteal from it. But I still don't think that's actually that worth it, because it does use up an insane amount of stamina. I'm just going to take a prismatic orb so we can get a little bit of vampirism, a little bit of mana from the beginning. We do start off with 21 mana. I'm not sure if we do really need it. Our opponent has so much armor that we can just smash through it. They converted a lot of their HP to armor. That worked out in our favor completely. Hell yeah. Not bad at all. We can grab ourselves a second shield if you want to. Maybe don't want this. Maybe just take yourself blueberries. Would have been nice. Gives us crazy amount of mana. We could try to get a big mana bomb from the get-go. That's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 mana from the rip. Starting off at 21. That's 29 mana. Or we could try to grab ourselves another Cap Discomforts. Or a Wisp of all things. This would give us a crazy amount of luck. Basically giving us 50% of our crits. We can also put a box of riches in to try and grab some purple gemstones as I roll. We'll see. Literally our first try. Only a small one though. And what the hell is this look? I mean, it's exactly what I've been looking for. To the point where I almost want to sell ourselves blueberries to go ahead and take it. Yeah, and we're going to venture on once again. So once we craft this up, that's going to be insane healing reduction. Now, our opponent is going to be removing a lot of our buffs to staff on healing once again. They do got an insane amount of block. But they're also going to have a lot of heals as well. But we do reduce it by 34%. We should be able to smash out here. Potentially. Although, they are stacking a lot of buffs and they are taking out a lot of our buffs. So we're not going to have crits. We're not going to have empower. We still have 540 block. Our opponent really isn't breaking through our block. And we're slowly whittling them down. What the bad news is, they're getting lots and lots of buffs. Being vampirism, being regen. So they could still outpace us. Maybe. We're still getting our heat though. That's the good thing about resistors. With the mana crystal, we can keep stacking up that 20 heat, guaranteeing that we're always going to have 20 heat. We're still stacking up a little bit of breaking and power with a Magitech armor. And you know what? We're just going to eventually take him out. Magitech armor is still crazy, man. Still crazy. Still 50 block per second. It is madness. But hey, we got our Cap Discomforts. We can use up our heats to get a bit of luck straight away, which is our crits. I think we probably should take this. Yeah, that's going to be really, really awesome for us. Now, another bloody amulet would be nice as well, but I'm not sure if we do want to take it at the moment. Before vampirism from the rip, another corrupted crystal will be nice. I think we roll looking for some gemstones, and that's a lot of block. 8 golds. Do we take this? We also got a little bit more healing reduction. That's kind of nuts. I actually do think we take this. And then we keep rolling. That's another mana orb. I regret taking this. The only thing is, this is after. I kind of wish this was every 5 seconds, use up 3 heats. Even if it was out to block. It's only going to be a one-time effect. Now it is going to take us a little bit to get to it. So I'm going to sell you, and I'm going to have to sell this resistor, even though I was talking about how good it was. We can take this mana orb. I'm not sure if you want to place it down below, in here. You want to place it in here. Or if you want to move this down below, and then place that in there. And that's probably going to be your best bet. Yeah, by far. But this is it. This is our final build. THOR'S Hammer, Magitech armor, still crazy as hell. But I don't think THOR'S Hammer would be as good without Thornburst or Acorn Collar. Definitely not. We just wouldn't have the damage. Along with Damage Steel doing a lot of the hard carrying as well. Well, let's see if we're going to be able to win out. We should have 84% heal reduction. 84% heal reduction, we should be able to get a lot of block. We should be able to get some lifesteal, and we'll see if we're going to be able to beat out a Dancing Dragon type build. It's going to have a lot of heat, it's going to have a lot of block, it's going to get a lot of power as well. But as long as we can stun him, we can stop him from acting. We're also going to have Tim to steal our buffs too. But we should be able to smash him out. We nullify an insane amount of buffs because of this helmet. These helmets are crazy good. And we get a lot of luck, meaning our crits is going to be 65%, and this is looking way better. 1,000,000%. We don't get as much heat though, but we still have 600 block. And it's not even going to be close after that. I mean, you can nearly run any weapon with the Magitech armor, if I'm being honest. Especially when you get Amber Steel. But our DPS is about 72, being our Spectral Daggers doing the most of it, with our THOR'S Hammer as well. In terms of heals, yeah, we had a whole lot of healing with 45 in total. Yeah, kind of crazy actually. In terms of block, we had 90 block per second from one Magitech armor and a Flawless Software. We added in this for 10 more armor. With 850 armor in 10 seconds. Our opponent only dealt 338 damage within 10 seconds. But we did stun him quite a bit. But anyways, we did survive 2 lives left. We'll see how much rank points we managed to get. Plus 12, ranking us up to 37 once again. But anyways, stick around for some bonus round 18 fights. So let's see how we can actually deal with some other builds. We are facing double Flame Up Enraged Phoenix Pyromancer. With the Pine Buckler, they're going to be blocking a lot of our damage. But can we get a few stuns off? Maybe. We nullify an insane amount of their buffs, we stop him from stacking up so much heats, and we're kind of just smashing. Did we get 1 stun yet? We only got 1 stun there now. That was madness. We have a 58% chance to stun. And that was a big stun there towards the end. And can we deal with a Happy Bomb, double Moon Armor, 1 to Dissonance Mage? We're going to have invincibility. That's one thing I didn't really regard. However, we got a lot of block and we're just kind of smashing through it. This Happy Bomb is halfway through as well. Can we smash out? If to get invincibility once again, they're going to get this Happy Bomb off. And they do have a decent amount of buffs. But we're taking 300% increased damage, but it's not going to matter. And can we deal with another Magitech armor? Looking like they went for a chainsaw with the Shoal Boy, but didn't get the chainsaw. They got the Magitech armor, double Magitech armor, so we'll see who's going to outpace who. We're just going to ignore all their armor, so they can stack it up all they want. They don't have the healing to keep up with our Spectral Daggers. And not bad. Counter and the counter with the counter. Makes a lot of sense.